So if you are brand new into the game, if you are just starting out your journey in FC25 on either a Game Pass, you've got an EA access, or you've just not really bothered with Ultimate Team. And failing that, if you have been playing Ultimate Team but been struggling to get any of these 99s. Now we're going to show you all the ways that you can obviously get them and the best ways that you can do upgrades to be able to get the ones in packs as well. Now we know that obviously a few have been in objectives, or at least a couple have been in objectives. We've got the very first one coming in with our boy Barcola. He's going to be available from the Daily Completionist, so that one is just playing 3 games a day for 6 days. Now if you're bothered or not, that is a different story, but for the next 6 days or prior to this, you can do that to get Barcola. We also then have Griezmann in here for the pre-season craft and upgrade. That can be complete today. It was very simple to complete. I'll show you the SBC that needs to be done. That is another one that you can get pretty much within the next couple of hours, depending on how good your club is in terms of stock levels. But even then, you should be able to get it done relatively quickly and easily. But that's one of the better 99s we can get right now. As an SBC goes, we have got a few that are available in SBCs. The quickest one that you'll be able to get is the Preseason Challenge 4. This is going to give you a 99 Rudiger for pretty much 2.5k worth of value of cards, but realistically you should be able to get that done pretty ASAP. When it comes to player SBCs, again, we've got a few 98s. We do have a Williamson 99 that is available for 7 SBCs. We then also have another one that I think I finished at the back, which is going to be, oh, she's gone. So we did have the Lucy Bronze. She was a hero that you could complete, but she has been taken away. Icon-wise, the main one that we're looking at is going to be Blanc. He's got 15 different SBCs and you've got 21 days to grind him out. So that's everybody at the moment that we can get in terms of an SBC and also from objectives. Now, in terms of being able to pack any players, this is where there's a few different variations you can go with. Now, obviously, when you look at it, the 95 plus is going to be a great way. The 97 footage pick is going to be a great way as well. We then also have the Encore Icon player pick. I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of this one. It limits how many icons we're truly looking at because naturally it all goes down to what icons you get, their rate of pull, but also how many icons that are actually 99. Now, we've got R9, we've got Hullet, we've got Bale, we've got Cruyff, Pele that are available. Pirlo's another one in there. So you've got a lot of them. Whereas if we do look at, for instance, the normal 85 times 10, the squad shifter upgrade, all of them are going to be there. So for instance, if we go back and it shows you at the moment we have got, if we go, is it transfer, that it'll load up all of the icons or all of the players, in fact, that are in packs. So Pele, Mbappe, R9, Messi, Cruyff, Ronaldo, Hullet and Bonmati. We also then have a Williams in the centre mid. Your Mao's there as well. We've also got, I think that's all the 99s in fact, because then it goes Eto'o, Buffon, Maldini. So if you're looking for coins, check in the description for El Dorado. Depending on the coin amount that you're looking for, the delivery time is displayed on the website and you'll see lots of different trusted sellers with reviews on specifics and also the ability to be able to pick who you want. It will also show how much they have in stock, and obviously you can see that they are verified members. There is 100% refund ability and also 24/7 support if you need any questions with your coin needs. Also, if you head over to Trustpilot as well, you can see over 30,000 upvotes for them. You can see how reliable they are. Obviously great feedback across the entire board with El Dorado. So when on checkout, make sure you are using the code JT11 for 5% off your order every time. Discount code JT11. Now let's get back to the video. So at the minute we've got 1 extra plus or 2 extra plus the ones on screen at the moment. So realistically they're going to be what we're looking for in packs right this second. Then obviously if you are looking at all of the other upgrades, so for instance this 95 plus shapeshifter pick, that's going to have all of the 99s in it, just no icons. Same as obviously the 97, this is going to not include any icons. Now I don't think there was any other heroes. There were footage heroes that were actually 99. So that is what it is. And obviously Virgil van Dijk being another one that has gone from the season last month. So obviously if we do look at others, so if we go into my specific club right now, We have got Virgil van Dijk 99, we've got Pele 99, I've then got a Rodri, because there is an evolution that you could make into a 99, I suppose. We then have Williams, we have Griezmann, we have Hansen, we have Ginola, who was from the last season, and I believe we have got Nuno Mendes, who I need to put in the team, and also Rafinha as well, and Rudiger, like I said, with Scott. So we've got a few of them. There's definitely been a lot more people who have got a hell of a lot more upgrades already, but I've been very moderate with how many upgrades I've truly done. So the way I personally would start grinding out is starting with the 89 shapeshifter, or squad shifter in fact. So you need 4 89s. I would normally come down here. I'd then go into 89s, I'd make sure ignore position, and if I'm still struggling with my storage, if I'm kind of just starting from the club, I'd go with all. It doesn't really matter the upgrade, what players you're putting in. If it's 93, it's 93. You're mainly trying to get stuff back, and enough to be able to do the 85 times 10, that'll give you more players to put back into that squad shifter, and just continue the pattern consistently. Wow, I don't think I've had a gold in this in a long time. That's absolutely crazy. We've still got a 92 there, obviously. But what I normally do with these, really, now I'll probably keep some 84s just because the pack was so bad and I need to kind of grind out a bit more. As you see at the back, we do get 2 97s as well. So it's not always bad even if you get gold. Sometimes you get some sneaky ones that are just in the back of the pack and you don't know about it. And what I would suggest is normally just grinding out a few of them, maybe dropping your storage to as little as possible to then grind out more consistently. So I would tend to do like 10 of these 89 squad shifters, then I'd obviously put until my storage is full enough to then go back into say 85 times 10. I'd then go ahead and put it all in my storage again, get rid of any of the high rated ones I want to finish with players, and then I'd go back and do the same pattern. Once then, if I've kind of done all the players that I particularly want to do at that point, I could then do some of the player picks from obviously the squad shifter. I could then do my 97 pick, which is always worth doing, and I could just keep the consistent grind round. And that's pretty much it. Like realistically, 89, 92, 90, 90. That is enough for another squad shifter just in this pack alone. So it's a great way to kind of keep the fodder going and just keep the unlimited grind. It's the whole point of this game. I don't know if anybody's going to be at the back. No one's at the back, but that is pretty much what you've got to do every single time. You've obviously got to get team of the season, so normally I'll try and do all of the squad shifters to get as many team of the seasons as possible. And then if I do kind of go with the storage and I'm thinking I've not really had any team of the seasons, I'd go to the team of the season player pick. I'd go do the inform player pick. It doesn't really matter which one, but I'd just take some of the 84s that I've grinded from this, whack them into that upgrade, consistently grind them out. I'd then obviously go ahead and then do some more 85 times 10, more squad shifters, and then I'd float between what fodder I've got. Obviously the way I do players, so we'll do one more. The way I do players is I like to use the highest rated fodder I get. So them 297s I get, it would be a little bit of a waste to put them into this upgrade. Now, if it's needs and must, it's not the worst thing you can do. You can get the players back pretty consistently. But what I normally do to do any of the upgrades of any players, if it's not like need a 1187s, which obviously is what that upgrade needs, but say if I'm doing a player, say I go for another Blanc, in fact, what I'll do is I'd go from highest lowest, and I'd go, okay, I need a 94 rated squad. Because I've been doing so many squad shifter upgrades, I'd then go common. I'd then go into my club, obviously, because none are going into the storage. That gives me normally a base of around 82 to 80 rated team. I then go into my storage and just pick from the top. So obviously a lot of 97s, and all I do is I just throw a few in, see what the rating is. Obviously being a 94, I'm going to need more, but if it's a 90 rated SBC or a 91, you can get away with like 4 or 5 of these, and that's a 91 rated team. For instance, I put 5 in, it's 92 already. So it is a nice grind that I can just throw these in. Sometimes if I can really be bothered, I'd obviously go down and just go down the rating, but as I've kind of just done some players already, I've done a lot of SBCs, I'm at the lower point now where I need to do more squad shifters to then get more 85 times 10 to get more players to put back into these SBCs. But it's as simple as that. I don't have to use my storage too much there. I obviously utilize a lot of the top end cards that then obviously can go back in once I've got them again. So, and then I just discard everything else. It gives me 9k. I can then go and buy some other players, more Evos, the season pass for free as such, because I'm just grinding out the game. And that's pretty much all you've got to do. I'd then follow up. Obviously, I've not got a team of the season at the moment, but for instance, if I'm going to show you what I would do here, if you've obviously got either a team of the season or an inform in mind, I think the 84 informs here. we can obviously go an 83 rated team. Because I'm not keeping any 83s, I know that it's always going to be the rating. So if I put all 84s in my club, I could literally just spam this until I'm back into like the 86, 87 zone. I could then grind out more, go and put them back in. You can even throw the 83s in and just have to do the team of the weeks that little bit more, just so then I can do more 85 times 10s, because they are going to be one of the better ways to get the 99s. The squad shifter has got me a few 99s. The player picks have got 2 99s, and then some of the 85 times 10 have done the exact same. I think Rafinha came out of a squad shifter, Nuno Mendes was a player pick, and then I think the rest were pretty much 85 times 10s. But you can get them from anywhere. It is just a look of the draw. But obviously from here, I just go, what's this, newest? I have actually got a team of the season as well. But regardless, it's the same principle. Low, yes, I'll go to storage for the 85 times 10. And then, for instance, because I've got an 86 here, I just go whack one of them in. Still not the rating, but say I go 86 as well. Whack that in. It doesn't matter on the rating as such for what players you're putting in, as long as you're getting it back and you're being it in a consistent way. I like to squad build rather than changing the squad. At this point in the game, it pays to be quick with everything else. Sometimes you get lucky back, but what you do find is you get a lot of fodder that can go back around. So we've got a 94, a 90, 89, so that's, and an 89 here. That's enough for a squad shifter. The rest of these can be more fodder to go back into the 85 times 10. And failing that, more player picks, more players. So that is pretty much every way that you need to be grinded. Sometimes it takes a while. I've had back-to-back 99s, and I've also had a drought of doing 50 of these upgrades and only really getting a few 98s. It's the whole point of the grind. You will get there eventually. Some players are harder than others, but the grind will get you there. So let me know down below what you think about it. How many 99s do you have at the moment? And are we just waiting for FC 26, which hopefully isn't going to be that much longer? Peace.